Hey chicken tenders, thank you to Whitney for submitting the idea for this week's video. She wanted to know, how do you clean out your chicken coops and what products do you use? So on the other side of this little snazzy intro, we're going to get started cleaning out a coop. Hey guys, my name is Heath and I'm with CityChick, and if you know me, I really don't like using harsh chemicals around my chickens, especially when I'm cleaning out my coops. I try to avoid using any kind of harsh detergents. I'm going to try something for the first time today. I've had this bad boy sitting in my fridge for a couple weeks now. All this is, it's just white vinegar and orange peels. So I ate a couple oranges about 2 or 3 weeks ago, filled it up with white vinegar, and gonna test this bad boy out as kind of a natural disinfectant whenever I clean out one of my coops today. All right, so I did not have a funnel, so this may be a complete and utter disaster. So I do what I do best. I'm improvising here with my little paper cone. I'm gonna attempt to pour this in here. Oh, and I'm making a mess. Let's see. All right, well, get most of it in there, I suppose. All right, so noted for next time, this jar full of orange peels and white vinegar, it only produced 10 ounces of cleaning solution. So that will be enough for today. But if you're gonna try this at home, maybe make a couple up at a time. So there's gonna be my disinfectant for my coop cleaning today. All right, so we clean out our coops here at CityChick on a weekly basis. Your eggs are coming from inside the coop, so I love to keep a clean coop. And now our coop may not look like yours, but I'm just going to show you what we do to kind of clean things out. Our inside the coop area, this is my coop number 1. You can see our white Sultan back behind us, that's Lucy 2. I've got our blue Cochin back here. That's Miss Fancy Pants. I got our rooster back there. We're also doing some feeding and watering at this time. So this is it. Now this is a week's worth of poop buildup inside here. See, there it is. Sorry guys, chicken poop happens. And you can see we've got the hemp bedding in here. Really, really good stuff. I have a video about hemp bedding. If you haven't seen it, you should really check it out. It's kind of inside the coop. This is what we're gonna work on. You can see, man, there's just a lot of cobwebs built up in here. Down here to where the chicken poop is. Apologies if you're offended by chicken poop. Now, see, we use hemp bedding. Now, it's a really good idea to keep your coop clean because stuff like lice, mites, other critters that are just, out to bother and irritate your chickens, they love to live in wood. But yeah, so, all right, so I'm gonna use this duster here. I'm gonna do my best to get rid of all these cobwebs. My rooster's freaking out right now. All right, so when you're cleaning out the coop, always it's a good idea to practice some safety first stuff. I've got my box of latex gloves here. I've got my little mask. Put this guy on when I'm in there cleaning up. You're dealing with chicken poop, bacteria. You don't want to breathe that stuff in. Even though we use hemp bedding, it still kicks up a little bit of dust. If you use pine shavings, it kicks up a lot of dust. And yeah, so just safety first. Okay, so one of my favorite tools is just a straight edge little tool here. It's a little bracket, and these things are like 40 cents at Home Depot. You've probably got a paint scraper in your garage, just sitting there in a toolbox somewhere. Paint scrapers are like literally 99 cents, and I use these guys everywhere. It helps see how that junk's all in the corner. Man, it just gets rid of that so quickly. Nice little straight edge, and that helps get the stuff super clean. There we go, look at all that junk. Oh, that's funny. He's checking me out. Now these straight edges also work really good on if you got these little roost bars going up into your coop here like we do, you just use this and that cleans that up right off. All right, Miss Fancy Pants checking things out. So now remember that mixture that I made up in the beginning of the video, my little orange white vinegar solution that I'm going to use for the disinfectant. See, I feel safe using it here. I'm just going to spray this stuff in. Okay, little tip, get a water bottle that works better. It's coming out just not very well, so I'm going to wind up spraying. Okay, so I can handle snakes, but I can't handle spiders. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pour some of this stuff in here because my spray bottle is not working that well. And then what I'm gonna wind up doing is just gonna scrub this down and then let it dry. All right, so either these chickens are critiquing my job on cleaning out their coop, or they need to lay an egg. So I'm gonna try to finish up here. So someone asked me what products that I use to clean out the coop. One of these that I use is the Pure Planet Poultry Spray. Obviously you can see on the label here, it kills mites, fleas, ticks, bed bugs. I spray this down. I'm gonna spray this in the nesting boxes. Got clove oil, cottonseed oil in there. The next up, this is Fresh Coop Odor Control. It's basically diatomaceous earth, citric acid. It helps keep the coop dry, smelling good. And I also use this poultry protector. Again, something else you can use. You can spray this one directly on your chickens to help with mites. Non-toxic, good stuff. Still cranky. What are you so cranky about, huh? All right, so I've just cleaned out all the hemp bedding out of the coop and I've scrubbed it out. My next step is going to be, I'm going to add some of this Fresh Coop Odor Control. And basically what this is diatomaceous earth. This is citric acid. This is going to act as kind of a drying agent inside the coop. It keeps the coops smelling nice. Now I want you to be advised, this is diatomaceous earth, so use gloves. It's a drying agent. You don't want to touch it with your hands, and also wear a mask. I always make sure all my chickens are out of there. You can see I got Lady Blue, Miss Fancy Pants coming in there, so I'm going to kick her out. I put it underneath the bedding, so I'll spray out a thin layer and it gets down in the grooves, gets all those creepy crawlies, helps keep them away. So you can see what it looks like. It's kind of a little pelleted form. Spread it out there. So now I've cleaned out all the hemp bedding from inside the coop. I have used my little orange vinegar solution there to kind of scrub it down, got it disinfected. I put down a thin layer of coop control, diatomaceous earth inside there to kind of keep things dry and keep the creepy crawlies out. I've got a bale of hemp bedding that I'm going to put in there. Now, one of these 30-pound bales is going to cover this, the size of this coop right here, the inside nesting area. That measures 4 foot by 8 foot long. So that is what, 32 square feet inside there, and one bale should take care of that. You can kind of thin it out a little bit if you need to if you're trying to save some money. Also, if you're trying to save some money on hemp bedding, if you get a little 99-cent kitty litter scoop and just get in there on every few days and scoop out the poop, that will save you money on the hemp bedding. You won't have to clean it out as often. I know some people use the deep litter method. I'm not a fan of that method, so I'm just going to kind of leave that there. But yeah, so now I'm going to put in my layer of hemp bedding inside there, and we are almost done. All right, so you can see I've got all the hemp bedding in here. Got probably a good ½ inch of hemp bedding in. I've got Miss Lady Blue, Miss Fancy Pants over there. I think she needs to lay an egg and she wants some privacy. But you can see that I've got probably a good quarter to a third of a bag left of the hemp bedding, and I was pretty generous with putting it in there. So I'm gonna give her some privacy, so if she needs to lay an egg, we can do that. All right, got my coop cleaned out, and I really hope that my chickens appreciate all the hard work that I put in, removing all that hemp bedding in there, scrubbing it out, getting disinfected. I know I feel good because I know that it keeps them happy, it keeps them healthy. Now, if you have an idea that you would like to see us cover on this channel, please leave your idea down below in the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you liked the video and subscribe to our channel for more happy, healthy chicken tips. Hope to see you next time.